back to my channel. Today's video is going to be so much fun because we're playing with one of my favorite palettes that came out this summer, but we're also playing with some fun pigments and just doing a full face and just having a lot of fun with it. I didn't get to upload that many tutorials this month because I've been transitioning with my new job and things like that. So now I'm getting a little used to waking up early again. I figured I'd film a fun tutorial and I thought I'd do some fun color. And this is so much fun because it really does merge us straight to fall versus the look I did with the Totally Cute palette, which was kind of on that border or that cusp. So we'll definitely reprise the Totally Cute palette again for a more autumnal look. But for now, we're going to go ahead and play with these pigments. Link will be in the bottom bar. I am now an affiliate with Furless. They have sent me some wonderful things. So if you don't want to use my affiliate link, you're more than welcome not to click on it. But I highly recommend checking out their pigments just the same. They're a great price. They're huge, as you'll see in the video. So let's go ahead and get started with all of them. Okay, so to get started, we've already prepped the face. We've done the skincare, we've done the eye cream, we've done the toner, we've done the serums, and we've done the moisturizer. So now to get started on our color story, I'm going to be taking the BareMinerals 5-in-1, and this is the shade Candlelit Peach. Now for those of you who don't know what 5-in-1 is, it's a long wear color, prime, brighten, smooth, and protect. So your eyelid surface is about the thinnest surface, and so having a little bit of concealer there or a little bit of prep there certainly does help when you're blending all your eyeshadows on, so you get that more maximum longevity with the colors and that smudge-free crease. Whew, my brain is tired. I've worked a lot of shifts this week. My happiness comes from deliriousness. So I'm going to go ahead and put on some Candlelit Peach. So we're going to go ahead, as I haven't already let you know, and smooth that onto the eyelids. And just using the warmth of your finger, you can take a brush, but you'll definitely get a little bit more product movement. Using the warmth of your finger will help it kind of blend and adhere to the skin a little nicer. For a palette I'd really like to take today, and I've decided to go ahead and take the Modern Renaissance Anastasia Beverly Hills palette because there's a lot of really great neutrals in here. For my fluffy blending brush, I'm going to be taking the Sephora Professional. You can also use this for cream shadows if you'd like, as most synthetic brushes are designed for either or, and this is the number 25. So to go ahead and start off with, I think we only did like a couple looks, and it's been a while on camera anyways since we've used this palette. So I'm going to go ahead and take Tempera. No need to zoom in here. I really need to get my eyebrows professionally done. So I'm not really going to over pluck them or anything like that until that can happen. So this shape in the arch definitely needs to be carved out by somebody else's eyeballs. A little bit of warm taupe. I would take Bon Fresco, but I'm not quite sure where I want to take this look so far. We're going to start in the outer corner of the eye. And I'm just kind of drawing a V shape. I have a lot of people ask me how I can get the crease kind of stacked the way it is. Now for those of you makeup junkies, I know you're less likely to ask because you follow so many people, but the general public kind of wants to know. And if you've followed beauty bloggers for years, you kind of know where that smoky eye starts and ends. But for you novices out there, we'll just go ahead and kind of breeze through that and taking a windshield wiper motion and just kind of keeping the hand pretty tight at the ferrule for control. If you feel like your crease is a little harsh, you can always pull back and put your hand at the base of the brush, and that will give the brush maximum control and a little less heavy-handedness. We're going to go ahead and take a Vermeer. And Vermeer is a nice sort of a pinky tone shade. So with this, it kind of recommends staying inside like the hue or undertone of your skin tone. If you're more on the warm or yellow side, I'd go ahead and take Primavera and take Cypress Umber. And this is a really pretty chocolatey kind of color. And so we're going to go ahead and blend this in the outer corner of the eye. So we're really going to concentrate on that V since this is a very apparent color. So you kind of want to get the light colors out of the way before you begin with this one, because this is about the most unforgiving color in the bunch. And then if you need to double layer. Furless was kind enough to send me these gorgeous pigments. I mean, look at that box. That is a big pigment. It's like the biggest pigment I've ever seen. Who would have thought that such a cute little brush brand would make something so beautiful? Here is the outer packaging, which is super generous. So I'm gonna go ahead and take Sordid today. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I took Debauched. So this is Sordid, basically on top of white paper, and it is a duochrome. So I don't want to like spill the jar, but that is Sordid. Ain't it fabulous? It looks practically clear in the container and green, but when you flip it, it's got a brown. So it's very much like black brown pigment, or sorry, blue brown pigment, but green, or there's that other one that's been in the beauty community or beauty world for a very long time. My lid with the Furless brush, and this is the ME5. So it's gonna take my brain a little bit of work today, but I'm going about it. And if it was as simple as coffee, then honey, I'd be chugging. But it's worse than that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pat this all over the lid. Oh my gosh. I really like it. If you did this wet, it would be very intense. How fun is that? But I love this one. It's very light, so, and very airy, and applies very effortlessly. So there was like a misconception in 2008 that you had to use a black pigment to get its secondary color, so it was like a 2-in-1. But nobody ever used Plan A. Everybody did the black base to bring out the other color. So you're using one whole color. You weren't using one whole color that was there, that was given to you. So I kind of like to use it without the black base so you can kind of utilize both colors. Next, I'm going to be taking Butter London's brown sugar, and we're going to put this on the waterline and smudge it out. And this will just enhance our eye color. Taking that same brush we used for the eyelid, because why not? We're not going to clean it out. We're going to go ahead and dip into Vermeer. And we're going to kind of brighten up the inner corner with a lighter version of what we took for the eyelid, just to make the whole look kind of wrap around the eye. Kind of moving that color in the inner portion underneath the eye as well. Kind of brightens up the whole eye. Antique bronze, because that's sort of like the underscore color of Sordid, is sort of like a red and bronze, then it has a green flash. And under eyeliner. But some people do think it's a pencil, just not knowing how makeup works. And so they're like, ooh, is that like a pencil that kind of omits eyeshadow? And you know, that's not a bad concept for a product. And that coffee is blacker than night. We're trying. We're trying. I'm going to go ahead now and take the Sketch Marker Liquid Art Liner, wow, from Too Faced, I need a day off, in the shade Black. And this is a felt tip pen. Sorry, my brain's just like, put me to sleep, put me to sleep. We already got a bit of a wing going with our shadow, so we don't have to do a liquid wing. That would be your choice. Sometimes I think the two can fight if they're in the same look. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take my BareMinerals PrimeTime Brightening Foundation Primer. This is a nice sort of little goldy peachy color. So if you're going into BareMinerals and you're getting your foundation match, I would suggest having, you know, trying it with clear on one side and then brightening on one side. Make sure you get a good foundation match, but then try this out. So I'm going to go ahead now and take my Kat Von D Lock It Foundation. We're going to go ahead now and dampen the Beauty Blender so we don't get too much like coverage that can crease and crinkle up underneath our eyes. I like to keep mine as clean as possible. They do stain and they are for personal use, so if you have a lot of clients, you kind of need a Beauty Blender for everybody. I'm now going to go ahead and take BareMinerals. I'm so tired. BareMinerals Well Rested Concealer. People in real life hate it when I say that. You're tired. I'm not really tired. Like, I don't feel tired mentally or physically, but I did go to bed last night at 10, and today I can't make words. Sometimes I don't film if I can't form words, but if I'm in a good mood like today, just rolling with the punches, I'm in a good mood. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm more, just kind of more mentally like than I am like feeling actually like drained or not in pain or anything, so whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and take the dulling tools in 942 and we're just gonna place Well Rested underneath the eyes, and this is a great under eye brightener. And if you're somebody who has like mask of melasma or under eye discoloration, this is everything. Now we're gonna take the hydrating veil. I'm just actually gonna tip that upside down because it kind of is all on the cap right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my hydrating veil, and this is rice, water, and silica. And that water really hydrates the under eye area. I don't feel like I have to resuscitate my concealer like I used to. I'm going to take some bronzer. You can take whatever bronzer works for you. I know they discontinued the Soulmates bronzer in Ross and Rachel. I know there's a few places online you can get it at. Okay, so we are bronzed. Eyebrows are filled in with Anastasia Brow Gel and Caramel. And then for lashes, I took the Soap & Glory Thick and Fast Mascara. Now for blush, we're going to go ahead and take the Too Faced Beach Peach Sweethearts blush. And this is a good neutral blush. You can take Sparkling Bellini too, but what I like about this one is it's very neutral. And since we already have such a strong green cast to the eyes and such a strong hair color, it really doesn't matter what your hair color is because this look is going on you, right? But I really want to not take away from that eye look. Candlelit Glow in the shade Rosy Glow. We're going to take the more white side and then just barely tap into the pink side. Taking that same brush so that all the colors on the skin become one with the skin and kind of blend together, as opposed to looking too stark against each other. Now, there's nothing wrong with reusing eyelashes. In fact, you can get quite a few wears out of a good set of Ardell's. So we're going to go ahead and take the 113s from the Glamour line. Just make sure that the excess glue, if any, is taken off of them. And this is why I don't like put a lot of goopy mascara and stuff through my lashes, because they last longer. And then mascara just kind of gives them a shelf life, you know? So I'm going to go ahead and take the black gel. And I wish I had superpowers, but I'm going to go ahead and put that on. And this is black lash glue, so you want your lid to be slightly open so that it doesn't transfer. Now for lips, I'm going to go ahead and take the BareMinerals Gen Nude Under Over Lip Liner in Borderline. That's the color, Borderline. And it is a good nude. And take Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lip in Crush. And this is a good pinky beige, kind of like a really good bridal liquid lip color. You enjoyed today's look. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I hope you learned something from it, and if you didn't, I hope that you found something new to try. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
Give it one more chance. Hey, where are you, honey? Give it one more chance.